Get it going here. All right. It looks like we might be live. Maybe.
I never know.
I know. It's hard to know. There's a little delay.
I can't even get my video up today. Remember, I had problems with this the other day, so there we
We're
are.
live. Welcome back, guys. Total Morning Show. I made it.
If y'all don't remember, this is Nick.
Annette held the fort down all last week, doing the New Vinyl Roundup live and doing a live show with John, doing the blind record duck draw. But we got some exciting stuff, guys. We have an awesome, one of our favorite guests on the show. We're gonna get that in a second. We're talking about Al Kooper. We're talking about rare records.
With Alice Cooper.
Rare records that came in. We've got MoFi talk, Pantera talk. We're talking about a lot of stuff today.
I can't get. Do you know how to revert my screen? Because I don't. Hang on, technical difficulties as usual. You guys are used to that, right?
I'm just gonna have to scroll
down.
Yeah. So yeah.
Melinda says, "Welcome back."
All right, we are back.
Trying to figure out how to get my screen compacted here so I can see the chat on the side.
I'll let you mess with that. Well, while we get our guests, we have the Rockford Legends, the wrestling show. I'm gonna bring these guys out right now.
Come on in. Hey
guys.
If you're new to our channel, you might not have heard of them. The Wrestling Show, the #1 wrestling YouTube channel.
That's right.
In the galaxy.
In the galaxy.
How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. I've known these guys for many, many years. They do an amazing job doing DIY wrestling, and they got a big event coming up.
You're right, bro. Thanks for having us back. First of all, I want to say I love watching your guys' program. I like seeing the new albums that are coming out and your guys' take on music. Really, really cool. So thanks for doing what you guys do, too. We really appreciate it.
What's all the blood on that one from?
Oh man, that was one of our champions that I had to take down. Things got a little bloody.
Looks like you did a very good job.
I did. That's why I'm wearing the belt and he is not.
That's right. Kate does have 2 belts on her because we are the Duos champs. So together, we are the Duos champs. Single, I am the Galactic champion. We got 2 big matches coming up for these fans at YouTube Mania 5. The first match, we're going to be defending these these Duos titles against an independent wrestling team. We're not really sure who these guys are.
We'll see if they show up.
Yeah, they set a challenge out to us, said they have what it takes to come fight us in the ring. So
now, when is that?
July 31st is the big day.
So just not quite 2 weeks away. Is it a Saturday?
I believe it's a Sunday.
Sunday, okay. July 31st, YouTube Mania 5, which is your biggest show of the year.
It's the granddaddy of them all, they call it. Our big event of the year. All of our best wrestlers, all of our best stuff goes forth on this.
Yeah, we pull out our biggest stunts that day.
In town here?
In town. Yeah. It's going to be live in Rockford, Illinois.
Live in Rockford.
Awesome. Yeah, we got some great sponsors for it. AdvancedCBDSolutions.com. They make these great THC gummies. Right here in Rockford, we got those. There's going to be some banners from those guys out there. You can pick up some of this stuff right in Lumps Park down the street. Actually, really, really good.
Perfect for right after you fight. Makes you feel a lot better.
They call it comfort.
Yeah. Eases the aches and pains.
It really, really does. Every time I fight, I'm like, okay, where are the gummies at? I'm going to take a couple and just relax.
That's definitely right.
So you got how many matches for YouTube Mania 5?
So far there's the 2 matches.
Okay.
All right, the Duos titles match, and then I'm going to be defending my Galactic Championship. And if you've been watching the season of the wrestling show, we had a triple threat #1 contenders match where Kate fought against JB and against Aiden. They fought in the backyard. It was pretty good. JB ended up winning.
I feel like he kind of just jumped me out of nowhere, so I'm a little salty about that. And I can't say that he deserves any sort of #1 contendership for just showing up at my house and jumping me. Aiden wasn't even ready.
No, he wasn't. So there was a great match on YouTube, but now we found out this morning, which I haven't really said much about this to anybody yet.
Ooh, news, breaking news.
Breaking news, guys. Last year at YouTube Mania, if you guys remember, I was
there.
I lost this championship belt.
Yep.
And I lost the rights to the wrestling show.
Yep.
When I won this championship belt back, I did not realize that my show had already been sold to YouTube. So this morning I find out via video on my community page that Algorithm, Al Chaos King, this other guy that's been trying to infiltrate our show, is now putting himself in the main event to fight me instead of JB. So I got some guy that I'm not even prepared for coming out of the woodwork to try to fight you for this championship.
You're prepared for it.
I am.
You're gonna definitely whoop him. He doesn't really stand a chance against you. He just wants to make a name for himself and insert himself where he doesn't belong.
You're right. You're definitely right. That's the kind of confidence I need.
Yeah.
That's right. You'll get it.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, no, I know.
It was a tough loss last year.
Yeah, there was everybody that was against me, man. Even Wyatt came out of the crowd with a bone saw. I was not expecting all that shit to go down. So yeah, this year, have it in our own backyard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident.
Home field advantage.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to be able to come away with all the belts. So
Yeah.
Literally in your backyard?
In our backyard.
Literally in the backyard.
In the backyard.
So we'll see.
Because you
who
guys
shows up.
last year bought a ring and everything, right? Didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, we put the ring in the backyard.
Yep. We tried to put the ring in a combat club, but then all these wrestlers on the show thought they were going to make their own wrestling show and use our wrestling ring and use our combat
It's
club.
like there is only room for one wrestling show around here, and that's ours.
But anyway, the wrestling show, it's literally the wrestling show on YouTube. If you search it, they come up #1 because you guys have like 20,000 fans or something.
Hell yeah.
36,000.
36. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Patreon?
Patreon, yeah.
Patreon. We got more matches on Patreon that you can't see or can't get from YouTube.
Yes. And YouTube members only.
Yep.
You can
Okay.
sign up on YouTube for our memberships. We also got Instagram,
Okay.
Twitter.
Yep.
You know.
They're all over the place. I'll put all their links into our bio, guys. These guys have been hustling at it for almost a decade now.
Wow.
Long time.
Yeah.
Really?
Pushing it,
Yeah.
doing
Wow.
DIY stuff. I love watching it. It's so much fun. I think my viewers out there will appreciate all the work you guys put into it because you guys are full-timers. So
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah.
This is life.
I love having you guys on the show.
Thank you so
Always
much
a
for
pleasure,
having
bro.
us. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
July
much.
31st.
Hell yeah.
July
Good luck.
31st.
July
Keep it
31st.
going.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
You too, Kate.
Thank
You want to
you,
go
guys.
look at some records for me?
I definitely want to look at some records before I go. Who are you talking to? I
There's
love
a few
records.
here.
Like my favorite thing.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming to do some shopping.
Have a good one,
Bye.
guys.
I will. See you later.
There you have
Right.
it. July 31st, right here on YouTube, YouTube Mania 5. I did the announcing last year for YouTube Mania 4. I'm in the video if you see me on there.
Ooh.
It was fun. I really had a blast.
Did they try to get you in there? And
Oh yeah. I'm slowly becoming more involved.
you're going to be in there wrestling?
I don't know if I'll get that involved. The store keeps me pretty busy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So I don't know if I can get too much more involved. But I do love supporting those guys. And it's a lot of fun. All right, so what do you got? Let's get, you guys did the
I gotta get
duck
into
draw.
my-
You did
Yeah,
the
I
duck
got to
draw.
get
It
in my
went
screen
great.
today
You
here.
did a great job. You and
Oh,
John
thank
killed
you. Yeah, I think John got a little more into it. I think he's becoming a little more comfortable with it
it. I think
now.
so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It takes a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're ready to rock. Annette's got the birthdays. What do you got for
Well,
us?
not much, so I've got to get back up here and find
July
it.
19th.
July 19th. Wow. More than half of July is already gone.
I've been hustling
Is that
all-
just
yeah.
crazy?
What do you got?
Oh, there's not much for birthdays. So Al Haig, an American bebop jazz piano player who played with Charlie Parker, Stan Getz, and Chet Baker. So
You whip out the Stan Getz record and I got really excited.
I just pulled this one out of our used vinyl section, which actually it's still sealed. And Al is playing piano on this one. This would be pretty decent. Stan Getz and Horace Silver. Pretty cool, $14.
Is it sealed?
Yeah.
Wow, how about that?
How about that?
It's pretty
First
neat.
one I pulled out of there. And then, my records just fell. I have to pick them up.
So you got a Queen record
I
here.
do have a Queen record. So Brian May's
Ah.
how about that?
There you go.
Brian May's birthday, British rock guitarist, Queen, born in London, England.
How old is he, to say?
He was born in 1947.
Okay.
So you do the math because I'm
He's
not
getting
good
up
with
there.
math.
I don't know. He's just old.
Who else? A lot of these names I don't recognize, so I didn't pull too much more. Robert Flynn from Machine Head.
Yeah, not a big one.
Not a big day on
Not a
that.
big one.
So let me find my other tab.
Well,
Let's
I don't
pick
know if
my
you,
records up first. It just slipped.
you followed all the crazy MoFi chat on the internet.
Well, I
came back.
stopped at that first one. I didn't watch any of the others that I saw pop up in the last couple of days. So
I'm in the Northwoods. I have no.
he's
I'm
up
like,
north. He
I was
didn't
way
have
up
the
north.
internet.
For those of you who are familiar with northern Wisconsin, it's like being on another planet. there's no cell phone service, and we did have Wi-Fi, but it was terrible. So like I come back and everyone's like emailing me and messaging me like, check this video. I'll read it, I'll watch it. And it was the In-Grooves video about how MoFis may have been digital since 2016 or something.
15 or something.
15, yeah, something
whatever it was.
Maybe a digital step in the process.
Right.
Not that they're sourced. Anyway, he then later made a video saying that he's flying out to MoFi in San Francisco today and interviewing them live, and he's going to post it on his channel later today or tomorrow.
Huh.
And they basically were like, yeah, come on in, we'll answer all your questions.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that.
And in my experience,
because too much stuff.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of videos surrounding this controversy, so at least there'll be some answers, right?
Absolutely.
Which is what we need instead of all the speculation.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of speculation. So we're gonna get it straight from the horse's mouth this week. I'm gonna reach out to my sources and just quickly chat with them. Obviously, they've always been super transparent with me.
Right.
And the problem with Mobile Fidelity as a culture is that they're all very introverted.
Really?
Yes. Huh. They all like to do their job and be quiet and go home. And, they do what they do very well. But when I've approached them about trying to be their marketing arm or trying to, help them out in some, they're like, yeah, you do it. We don't want to do it. And they have people who do Instagram and do their social medias and stuff, But, for the most part, a lot of the people that are in the company are really pretty, they don't want to be in the spotlight at all. They're just not that. Which it's fine. My mom's like that, So it's going to be interesting to see this video shows. I don't know either way. I don't have any info on that, guys. I'll do some digging later today and see what I can find. But obviously, he's going to the horse's mouth. I'm going to get the same info he's going to get.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But I don't know.
Well, now, I have a question for you. Every time you travel, you seem to go to a record store. Did you do it this last trip?
There was a small record store in Hayward, downtown Hayward. It was maybe the size of this room. It was books, records, and comics. I went through it.
Okay.
Yep. They had a really nice sealed record collection. It was called A Hole in the Wall. It's called A Hole in the Wall, downtown Hayward, Wisconsin. Guy had a phenomenal used vintage sealed collection come in.
Interesting.
A lot of really good stuff up there. I don't even know if they're online or anything. But CDs, DVDs, vinyl, lots of books, some comics.
A Hole in the Wall?
A Hole in the Wall. They weren't there. I was there 2 years ago and it wasn't there.
So okay. So it's pretty.
I don't know if it's new or he moved or if it's a brand new shop. I don't know what the.
There is no indication
it's only
there's a
website.
Shop. Yeah.
That's what I figured. It's just a real little guy.
Looks like it's in a cool building. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a downtown, old school Wisconsin kind of feel.
Nice.
So it's a nice shop.
What's that, about 5 hours north of here or a little bit?
Yeah, it's about 5, a little more than 5.
Yeah.
Way up there. So that's where I've been, but it's nice to be back. Just like, you don't realize how busy Rockford is.
Right.
Rockford's like a real city compared to. I mean, I always think of Rockford as a small town. It's like, oh, well, it's kind of got a lot of stuff. So, anyway.
When you encompass the county and all the little cities that are around it,
all the suburbs,
we probably maybe 300,000,
something
like that, in the entire county. So it's not.
I mean, that's like the size of Green Bay. Yeah. They have a football team. And Buffalo, you start looking at towns our size. Anyway. So, what else you got for me? You did birthdays. It's National Day.
Let's see what National Day it is.
What National Day is it?
National Daiquiri Day.
Oh, baby. I didn't have any because I was in Wisconsin. There's no daiquiris.
That's beer. Yeah. Did he have beer?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Beer and cheese curds?
Mm-hmm. Every meal.
Nice.
Every
breakfast, meal. Lunch, dinner.
Yeah, pretty much cheese curds are served with every meal.
Cheese curds are good. Yeah. Flight Attendant Safety Professionals Day. Of course, those people are flight attendants, man. Their job this last couple of years had to be so, oh my God, I can't even imagine it.
Yeah.
All this stress. I mean, it's not a glamorous job anyways when you really think about the back end of it. I mean, it's portrayed as a glamorous job, but when you think of what they're actually doing, it's really not. International Retainer Day. They'll make a national or international day about anything, won't they? National Flitch Day. So this is interesting. Apparently, it's something to do with bacon and a side of pork, side of a pig. This is a Britain thing from way back when, that if your marriage lasted a year and a day, there was something that you would get this flitch of bacon from.
You guys know anything about that?
Let us I had to look it up because I didn't even know what a flitch was. So I had to look up the word flitch. National Football Day as soccer.
As you know. But yeah, we have a national soccer football day.
Oh, a National Stick Your Tongue Out Day. National Urban Beekeeping Day.
Ooh, urban beekeeping.
Urban beekeeping. Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, it's his birthday today. He's a good actor. I like him. So.
Yeah, that's
he's played in lots of stuff.
Well, Marvel
Sherlock.
movies. What am I thinking of? Doctor Strange.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Doctor Strange.
So that's what we had. I think yesterday was National Ice Cream Day. That's my favorite.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's ice cream day.
I don't know if it was, but if it wasn't, I'm making it up.
There's always National Ice Cream Day for Annette.
Yes.
Sour Candy Day was yesterday. All right, so other big news in the music world.
What? Tell me.
Did you hear that Pantera is going to tour next year?
No.
Pantera is going to be touring next year. And you're probably like, well, how are they going to do that? Two of their members are dead. They're getting Zakk Wylde to be the singer, and I don't remember who was going to be the other person in the band. So a lot of discussion on this right now as to, is that the right thing to do? How do you feel about it? As you know, half the band is gone. They haven't toured in, 30 years, I think? 20
First
years?
time in over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of talk, a lot of chat about this. We just got Vulgar Display of Power back in stock. I also have 2 other ones in stock that are over on the website. But Pantera is going to see a big uptick here pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure.
And they've been really popular. 90s hard rock and underground rock have really had a nice surge in the last year or so. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so this kind of puts fuel on the fire. That's going to be a big deal coming in 2023.
Yeah.
Dates haven't been announced. They just said they're going on tour and they're booking. So there's no dates. It's still really early.
I bet you they'll be playing at Sweden Rocks next year.
Do you feel what is your stance on bands that tour without the original members? Because this is a highly debated topic among my girlfriend and their family.
Well, I guess what I'd say is I would have loved to seen the original, but if I can't, at least I can see it still with a couple of the original members. And
put what you guys think in the chat today. That's what I want to hear from you today. How do you feel about bands that tour without the original members?
Because otherwise, and that brings up a good point of they're keeping their music alive, even though it may be with different people. Otherwise, if they didn't tour, even though there are still a couple original members, there would not be that exposure. Mm-hmm. So they'd be basically dead in the water.
The music would be dead and start to age. It would just kind of go away.
Right. And this is bringing it back, not with the same original members, but this at least brings it to the forefront.
Yeah.
So I guess in that aspect, it's definitely good.
Well, you get Sublime, for instance. They now tour as Sublime with Rome because they replaced the lead singer past. Rome is the name of the new guy, so it's Sublime with Rome. Otherwise, you get bands like McCartney. Obviously, there's no Beatles. Right. McCartney plays all the Beatles songs at the shows. So, but like Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, they both lost their lead guy and they just stuck someone new in and tours the same name. So it's been done all different ways.
It has been.
And, some of me kind of feels like if you're Stone Temple Pilots, you have the other 3 original members. You're missing 1 original member. It's like, well, they wrote the songs too.
Right.
You can't take that away from them either. So it's a tricky thing. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it.
My girlfriend's family will not go to a show if it's not all original members. Which is kind of like, well, you don't have any other options.
Well, that's like saying, okay, you're not going to buy a used vehicle because it doesn't have the original tires.
Yeah, I mean, with some people, that's.
But that's what makes the world go round. We're each all. I'm stumbling on words here today. We can all have our own opinion and our own view on things. Because if we didn't, then just think of what this world would be like. My
thing is, I'm alive right now, and I want to enjoy myself. And a band I like is playing, and if they have half the members, I'm going to go have fun. Yeah. I'm going to go enjoy it. Yeah, you're there. I mean, are you there for the music and the music the band put out, or are you there for the members? It all kind of goes together, right? Like, so that's kind of my stance on it and how I get through it. Like, hey, And like Derek said, the curse of being an old guy. I got you there, Derek. Life is only so long, and you want to go see the band and go and enjoy it. That's my stance. Yeah. What else we got today? We got some other... I know you did the new vinyl roundup and you did a good job, but I'm going to hit... Except for the camera wasn't close enough and I had technical difficulties, and that was only my second time. I'm learning. I'm going to have Nick teach me some other stuff. Oh my God, this album kicks. So for Melinda Murphy, who is listening and probably not watching because she's working right now, we're holding up 4 by Hampton Hawes, Barney Kessel, Shelly Manne, Red Mitchell, and on Craft Recordings. It is amazing. If you're into jazz and you've been checking out these craft releases, you guys went through almost a dozen of these already, didn't you? 8. 8 or you guys started with 8, I think. We're almost out of them. So I know I took one home for Paul and we listened to it, and I really enjoyed it. And I think I picked up all the jazz titles that we had come in. Hampton Hawes 4. So this is like traditional, like relaxing jazz. We listen to so much, but I think if I remember correctly, it was very chill, very relaxing, and just something nice to put on. 1958. So I mean, it's not going to be real whacked out. No, it's too early. You've got Shelly Manne on drums. How can you beat that? There was another one that came out on Red Mitchell on bass, Bernie Kessel on guitar. There was another one that has Shelly Manne in it, but I don't know if we still have it. That came out, I think, last week. Oh, great album. We got some of these back in, so I don't know where these are ordered from, but right after Record Store Day, we tried to get more and couldn't. I'll tell you the story on it. Oh, so she's holding up Young Hope Unlimited, the Superfly, Record Store Day Mellow Yellow vinyl. This was obviously Record Store Day. Our distributor sold out of them. About a week, 10 days ago, I get an email that says, hey, we were out of them, but we realized we can order these titles back straight from the label. The label still had them. Wow. This was the only title on the list that I was like, oh my God, I need those. A lot of stuff they had from the label, we still have in stock. This album is so good. I even told my son about it. My son's 33 years old, and I told, because he likes jazz too and whatnot and chill. But this is so super chill. This is like a chill album, funk soul record. It's somewhere between soul and jazz, and a little bit, and definitely some funk. I mean, not funk like Bootsy Collins, or anything like that, but it's just great album. Yeah, Derek, you can. Oh, it's it's probably already gone out. What? Derek said he placed an order last night. He wanted dibs on 4. And we'll when we get done with the show, we'll see if it's already. If it hasn't been picked up already by the post office, we'll pull it and get it taken care of. We'll put this over here to remind ourselves. I think we might have another 4. I'm not sure. 30-year-old collection, original Siamese stream. Wow. And Ray's got a good point. It's hard to blame the surviving members for wanting to carry on because of a death, Yeah. A band like Queen is just tarnishing their legacy, some bands become cover bands, and that's the argument that my girlfriend's family makes. It's like, well, that's the so and so cover band. It's like, yeah, I get that. It's hard. It's a tough line to follow. It is. And you know what's? I think in my best opinion, what's going to happen with all these members of bands is Kiss. Kiss for years, have been touring with 2 members, right? But if you notice in their marketing, and Gene Simmons is an absolute genius. He's been shifting, for many years it was Gene and, had the names. Well, now it's Starman, Cat, Starchild, they've been branding the positions as that instead of a person. I think, this is my opinion, someday you're going to see a whole Kiss show without any of the members. It's going to be all Kiss the band, all different members. It's coming. I think that's my opinion, but people will still go because it's a show. It's a big, So anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mini Ripperton.
Yeah.
This is a RSD essential. Come to my garden. We never get any Mini Ripperton in. This is $26. It's brand new. It's on Real Recordings, manufactured in the EU.
Her daughter's one of my favorite actresses, Maya Rudolph.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Learned something new.
Which she sings in some of her movies and whatnot. So obviously, her father was a musician too, and I can't remember who. So this is a great album. Minnie Riperton. Yeah, you don't see her stuff come in hardly at all.
Then we got a couple. Well, the 80s new wave stuff has been exploding, as I've been talking about on my channel for the last couple months. And look at this. Some bands are smart. Talk did the 40th anniversary on white vinyl, and Go West did their self-titled on clear vinyl. Let's see, what was the big hit on this? That doesn't remind me. Anyway, they're doing a great job putting this stuff out because people want it. People are looking for it. It's a big, big deal right now.
This just looks, once the shrink comes off, it looks like it's going to be that real shiny type of cover, like the...
high gloss.
Yeah, high gloss.
High gloss. $31 on the Go West, $26 on the Talk. The party's over.
I don't think I have any...
I don't think I've ever had an original of this Talk. Just have, it's got the self-titled Talk.
I love the cover. I love the cover.
I know, it's so good.
Talk is looking for cash.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
They need it. And we all need it, right? All right. It's time for Nick's story time.
Aw. Get your cookies and milk in your little blankie.
I have a little story to share with you guys. And it's pertaining to music history, which is quickly becoming my favorite thing. So today's show, was saying it was going to be about Al Kooper, right?
Right.
So Al Kooper, who... I don't know. He's not like the biggest celebrity, right? Like, people don't usually come in our store.
His name's out there.
He's out there, but most people don't come in our store looking for Al Kooper.
Right.
So Al Kooper was a legendary man, and I'm going to have you pull up all the stuff. Pull up his Wikipedia because I can't remember everything he's been involved in. But we're going to start at the beginning. He wrote This Diamond Ring, which became a large hit for Gary Lewis and Playboys back in the day. So this was his first hit, and still isn't very...
I'm laughing at the chat, sorry.
He's still not very proud of this, actually. This is one of the he had this hit, and he's like, he just kind of doesn't sit right with him. He's retired, by the way. He hasn't put anything out in, I don't know, 15 years.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive. He's like in his late 70s. But Al Kooper. So, as he did This Diamond Ring, and he kind of was getting going, and he was a session musician, and... guitar player. He's a session guitar player.
Manager and producer recording Leonard Skinner's first 3 albums.
We're going to get to that.
There you go.
So, but before all that,
it's warm in
he
here
does.
Today.
I turn the air off because it's loud otherwise on the camera. So This Diamond Ring, he becomes a session musician for playing guitar, and he gets in on a session for Bob Dylan. Mm-hmm. And he's like, all right, he's in the studio, he's all ready, and he's got his guitar, he's warming up, and Bob Dylan comes in, and Mike Bloomfield from Butterfield Blues Band comes in. He's like, all right. And Mike Butterfield comes in with his guitar just strapped around his back. It had been raining, so like his guitar's wet and he's all wet, and I guess he was just kind of a laid back guy back then. Unslings his guitar and wipes it off, tunes it up, and gets in the studio, and Bob Dylan's chatting in the sound room, and he hears him start to play. He starts warming up. And he says about 5 minutes after listening to Bloomfield play, Al Kooper just puts his guitar in his case, shuts it. He's like, I'm not going to be playing as a session musician today. So they get going, and he's still in there and says, hey, we need someone on organ. All right, well, why don't you get over there on organ? And luckily, it's a Hammond B3 organ. The organ was left on, which Al Kooper did not know how to turn on the Hammond B3 organ. It has kind of an intense startup. It's not just like an on switch. It's kind of an intense startup routine to get the thing on.
Probably takes a while to warm it up and get everything.
Yeah, Al Kooper did not know how to turn the organ even
good thing it was on.
It was on already. Luckily, it was left on. And he starts playing, and they go through Like a Rolling Stone, which is why I have this record a few times. And Bob Dylan says, hey, turn that organ part up. I really like it. It's driving the song. And Al Kooper was like, holy crap, I don't even really know how to play the damn organ. I don't even know how to turn the thing on. And it became a huge, huge hit. Like a Rolling Stone, obviously, even today is the hype sticker on the Bob Dylan Highway 61 record, $24. How cool is that?
That's a cool story.
He then went on to play with Bob at a bunch of live. He went toured with him that like in the next 6 months. I think it was Monterey Pop. I believe
sounds about right.
He played Monterey Pop. 67. Well, you know what? He played. I think he played Newport with Dylan, and then Al Kooper formed.
Newport.
Yep, he played Newport with him. And then he did the Blues Project, which a lot of people don't know about. Blues. I mean, we get those records in here, but not a lot of people are talking about them. These are awesome records, guys. If you get a chance to listen to the Blues Project or any of his Al Kooper records, do check it out. But so he gets with the Blues Project in 1967 and plays Monterey Pop 67 with them.
Well, he joined the Blues Project in 65. Okay. And then played in the Monterey Pop Festival in 67.
I don't know if you know, but Monterey Pop 67 was the year Hendrix came back. That was the year Janis Joplin got signed. That was the big year. You want to be at Monterey Pop? You want to be there in 67.
And you can find it on, we've watched it a couple times, I think, at home. I'm not sure where it streams, but you can find it on streaming. It's a really cool show.
Oh, man. That was the time and the place to be. And he was there with the Blues Project. He went on to do, I mean, if you
There's
Wikipedia.
There's tons of stuff on here.
Look at all the stuff. He recorded the first 3 Skinner records. I mean,
been with Rolling Stones, B.B. King, The Who, Jimi Hendrix Experience, Alice Cooper, Cream. I mean, what a background!
This guy rubbed elbows with everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little bit earlier. Obviously, it's 60s. It's going to be your Bob Dylan, up through your kind of your traditional classic rock. Mm-hmm. He even put out his last record in 2008. So I mean, the guy has done everything. So. I don't know. I just wanted to give a little shout out to Al Kooper. Oh, yeah. Then Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Thank you, Ray, for putting that in. I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
Obviously, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. If you have the one step of those.
Yeah.
How about I think the Super Sessions. I just grabbed that. I ran out of time this morning, guys.
I don't even know.
But I think I have a Super Sessions in here. These are all his solo records.
Vocals, guitar, bass, keyboards, percussion, mandolin, B3 Hammond organ. What a talented person.
You got to get these records too. These Mike Bloomfield, Al Kooper, Stephen Still Super Session. This record belongs pretty much in everyone's collection.
Where were these located?
This was in the Al Kooper section.
Oh, okay.
But it could be under Bloomfield. This is one of those, could be in a lot of different places in my store. It's like $14.
Easy does it.
I'm just
2 LP set.
If you're not familiar with him, I would start with the Blood, Sweat, and Tears, which many of you might be familiar with. Mm-hmm. And I would start with the Super Sessions. I think this is where I would, if someone was like, I want to get into Al Kooper and I want to know kind of what he's about, I would start here.
Yeah, definitely needs to be in the Hall of Fame, huh? Well, we got to have 2 copies of this up here.
Yeah, these are just kind of his solo albums. We got a ton of them. Like I said, Super Sessions always is a good pick. I don't know. Let's go through some of these.
So it's this one. Act Like Nothing's Wrong. Actually has this diamond ring on it. So there's you've got the same thing.
This one's $6. What do you got on that one?
I don't know. I can't.
They're clear on the top. It's top loader.
Well, this one's 9 for some reason, so we'll have to revisit.
Whatever.
We'll revisit.
First person gets it for 6.
Yeah.
Al Kooper, you never knew who your friends are. And that looks like a picture a riot or something on the top. Obviously,
yeah, it is.
He's being in the '60s movement. He saw all that stuff.
Because even the up here, it looks like it's kind of bloody type font.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Kent State or if it's something else. But, you know, that's that kind of timepiece.
What's this one? I Stand Alone. Oh, this doesn't even have a song list on it. This is like $8.
Huh. And then I had a Bob Dylan Blonde on Blonde, which the reissue is 2 LPs. It's only $28.
How much?
$28, wow. Which is like the cheapest I think I've ever had this record. Because a used copy goes for 40, 60, $80. And I think last time it was issued, I mean, the MoFi was, I don't know, 50 or 60. So, yeah, if you're looking for a Blonde on Blonde new, we got them for $28. It was just, again, I was going through the Dylan tab and grabbed my...
I can't read the whole name of this because,
Childhood's
a possible projection of the future.
He's got himself looking really old there on the cover.
With U.S. government welfare, Kooper A, male, Caucasian, and then there's a number on it. So, it's that one.
Al Kooper, New York City, Your Woman. He's from Brooklyn, by the way. So he's a New York guy. Pretty cool stuff. Just another artist that kind of gets overlooked, and but highly influential, and he was in the room with all that stuff when it all happened. And Easy Does It, 2 LP set. They're not expensive. Here's $8 for a 2 LP set. So something to keep your eyes out. If you guys aren't familiar with Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Super Sessions, solo work. But yeah.
There's some good, cool information on here. So
yeah, please do check it out. I think there's a lot of these guys out there that get forgotten.
Oh, he was inducted into the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville in 2008.
He should be on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody who was in that involved. I mean, hell, he played organ on like a Rolling Stone, like one of the most popular Bob Dylan songs of all time. It made the song. I mean, like, made the melody. Whatever. I'm not charging that.
Just a thing that happened that nobody expected or wasn't even a part of, and look how it exploded. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that got him more notoriety, and it led to more and more things, and I like that stuff.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's fun. That's fun storytelling.
It is. Nick the Storyteller. So Crafty has his edibles and milk. Good job.
Edibles and milk works.
Edibles ought to be kicking in about 15 minutes here.
We got some new
stuff off the wall here.
Yeah.
Right? So the Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads tribute. Mint minus 2 LP $65. I'm surprised it's still here because usually when this comes in, it walks out the door real quick.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised it's still here too. I am holding a Roger Waters original photo. $3. It's just him jamming on the guitar. So, yeah, just original, like I don't know what size is that. It's like a
8x10ish.
Yeah, like an 8x10 photo. This is an original photo someone took, and sometimes we get this stuff traded in. $3 is not expensive if you're a Floyd fan.
Right.
It would look cool in the room, hanging on the wall.
Oh. I bought some Pink Floyd fabric.
Oh,
I'm going to make some shorts.
Oh, man. Yeah. I wore my shorts.
Did you wear them out?
Almost every day. I didn't wear them out.
Got some AC/DC fabric, too. I'm experimenting with that right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
For those about to sew.
Yeah.
We salute you.
Hit the clearance rack at the Joanne Fabrics.
Ray says the Super Session is a great album. They're saying Al Kooper needs to be a Hall of Fame. Yeah. This is your stack. Let's swap stacks. You've got that stack. I'll get this stack.
Oh my gosh! What do you mean this is my stack? I handed it to you because we didn't have anything out here. Hey, who can pass up an Osmonds record, right? Come on.
What is it signed though?
Well, it says to Courtney with love, Donnie. Now,
whether that's legitimate or if it's just their little brother signed it.
Yeah, or dad
or whatever as a joke.
The Osmonds homemade double lovin', or includes double lovin'. That was in that stack. Look at these pictures on the back. Wow. I don't even see Marie in this picture on the front. It's just the boys.
I got a Sonic Youth Happiness is a Warm Gun bootleg. $50, single LP. You're not going to really find this if you're a Sonic Youth fan. Look at that. Label is just
label.
totally blank. It's got a naked lady on the back, so that always helps sell it. Happiness is a Warm Gun. Let's see if it has a track listing. It does. Personality Crisis, Dirty Boots, Is It My Body, Flower, I Want to Be Your Dog, Song for Karen, White Cross Sister, Rewolf, It's an Interview, My Friend Goo, and Cinderella's Big Score.
It's weird that it has a barcode on it.
91.
Wow.
So it's a late, it's from Bad Fuck Records.
Did you say that bad word?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I did. What else you got?
I don't know why this is in here. This might have been a trade-in. Latin Bit Grand Green.
Is that an original?
No, this is what repressed. Yeah.
It looks.
I don't think it'd be $22 if it was.
No, it's definitely.
I think it was one because we have these in new stock, so I think it must have just been a trade-in. A little Grant Green going on there.
Huh. Oh, I know what this stack is. This is my stack. We'll go through a few more, and then I got to talk about penny auctions. And we got to
yeah.
Look at this: incense, peppermint, strawberry alarm clock, mono, mint minus vinyl.
Wow.
$40.
Love that cover. Look at I could be on that cover
You
today
could.
with my
You're matching.
with my psychedelic dress on today.
Your outfit's matching. How cool is that? It's got a little hole punch in the upper corner. Got someone's initials on the back. And they colored in some of the strawberries. It almost looks like it was a promo stamp. The way it's punched in the corner. Very cool. Don't hardly ever get these in.
No.
$40.
Pretty cool.
Incense peppermints.
Steve Earle. Copperhead Road, mint minus vinyl.
That's another hard record. Any old Steve Earle records are really hard to get, especially Copperhead Road being such a popular song.
$40.
Not bad. Tom Petty Full Moon Fever, Record Club Edition. It's got a BMG stamp on the back. Jeff Lynne, Tom Petty, Mike Campbell, Free Fallin', Won't Back Down, Running Down a Dream. I mean, this whole album is fire. I might have to play this later. $60 for the Tom Petty.
Got an Emmylou Harris Gliding Bird. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It's from 1979. It's $15.
Miles Davis Bitches Brew 2LP BG Plus $40. 1975 edition. That's in really good shape. BG Plus vinyl. It's got a little bit of ring wear, but it's still pretty stellar. Hard to get as well.
Okay, I don't know. It's not great. No, I know it's a replacements, but it's not graded or anything. It's $40. You know anything else?
Yeah, I remember when this collection came in. They're probably all perfect.
Okay.
Everything that came in this collection was like never played. Yeah, it's perfect. Replacements stink. I think this is one of the few items we have left from this collection. Kids Don't Follow +7. I think it's just a 45 RPM. It might not be a full length. Oh no, it's a full length. It's got 8 songs on it. So.
All right. We've shown this one before. Whoops.
Ozzy.
The Ozzy Blizzard of Oz. 1981 Saints mint minus vinyl for $30. Judge Winona is hard to find on vinyl. Yeah.
We have a section for Judds. I think we have some Judds on our website if you're looking for originals.
Okay.
We have like 3 or 4 different ones. They are kind of hard to come in, but we do have them.
Let's check downstairs if we have some more.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is another sweet boot.
Yeah, so what is this? Tell us what this is.
Rock and Roll Circus featuring the Stones, John Lennon, The Who, Buffalo Springfield, Zeppelin, Cream, and Mitch Mitchell. $45, mint minus, single LP. It's got Your Blues by Lennon, Clapton, Richards, and Mitchell. It's got Instrumental Jam by The Cream, Riverside Blues by Zeppelin, A Quick One by The Who, Everybody by Cream, Buffalo Springfield did We'll See, and Down to the Wire by Buffalo Springfield.
Derek B has a question.
Okay.
He wants to know if Cake is going to be reissuing any other albums after they just did Fashion Nugget.
Not that I've seen. I don't know of any. I would think it probably will happen, but that doesn't mean, we kind of get notified of that stuff like 4 to 6 weeks in advance.
Okay.
So it takes 9 months to press. So
right.
It could be happening, and I just don't know about it. So I would assume so. And I sold out of our fashion nuggets, but I'm hoping to get more.
Okay.
So I think we're going to see more of that coming. Talking Heads, more songs about food, buildings and food. $25, just a real clean copy.
Genesis Skywatchers.
Is this a boot?
I don't know. It's $75. I don't know anything about it. There's no trademark of quality.
$75.
I just pulled it off the wall. I grabbed a stack of stuff.
Yeah, it's probably. I'm gonna guess it's a boot. It looks
like it.
It's got that look to it. 2LP, $75. Got the price for it too.
The last in my pile here is this Tears for Fears, their latest album, The Tipping Point. This is was a trade-in, sky blue vinyl, Target exclusive. We did have this is as is covered. So
I have the little seam split.
Oh,
on the inner jacket, I think.
Oh, gotcha. Let's
All right, and we're gonna go over. So we have been doing weekly auctions on eBay. We're trying a lot of new things out around here, and this week, so every Wednesday we start and stop new auctions. So this week, these are our LP auctions. The big one being this Panic at the Disco. All my friends were glorious, which is a Death of a Bachelor tour live. 2LP. These are out of print. It's like a 70 or 80 or I don't know, maybe $100 record right now because they only put it out one time. So this is auction. We started all our auctions at a penny. I believe this one's up to 50, which is still a pretty dang good deal. I'm gonna have to put some links in the bio for all of our auctions. I've got that. We are also auctioning off a sealed Rod Stewart Night on the Town original press. I think this is up to like $12. In the store I would have had 30 or 40 on it, so it's still a really good deal. Night on the Town. We have a sealed 38 Special Forces. I'm gonna pull up what these are. Well? Yes, it is. So those are the two sealed items. Let me pull up see what these are going for right now. The auction ends tomorrow around noon. Tomorrow on Wednesday Central.
So these are from last week?
This is this week. These are going on. These are going on right now. No, these are right now. These are all live right now.
Oh, I thought you said they started tomorrow. Okay.
They started last Wednesday. They end this Wednesday.
Okay.
Let me see what they're going for. Where we're at on these things. But they've been getting bid up. We did our CDs last week and they ended and some people got some good deals. But that's kind of the fun of it, It's always a surprise to see what happens because sometimes things go for more, sometimes things go for less. Some things went for a penny last week. I still think we have an item in here that hasn't even gotten a bid at a penny.
Oh, really?
So 38 Special original sealed. Got 3 Dog Night. This is just a clean original copy. It is opened. It's got the cool little window in there. 3 Dog Night. Not a really super rare record, but it's got a lot of stuff on it. Record looks like it's brand new. Styx Cornerstone in the original shrink. Oh, original shrink. It's at a penny, guys. I don't think this one's gotten a bid yet. But for a penny.
And this one, I can't believe this is on eBay. Because that one, as soon as it walks in the store, it walks out of the store. There's 1 week, I think we sold 4 or 5 copies of this.
Yacht Rock has been real big lately.
Yeah.
It has been we've been on it for years, but it's been getting real big. Sailing, Christopher Cross, this is Sailing.
Now Nick can, if you're laying there with your, little nap blanket, Nick can sing you to sleep.
Hey, why not, right? So, and we have some other big news. I know a lot of people have been asking us to do live auctions.
Oh.
Live auctions, and I haven't even told Annette about this. But
as always, I'm last to know.
Well, not the last to know. My mom doesn't know yet.
Oh.
We have been greenlit for Whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So Whatnot, if you guys aren't familiar with Whatnot, it is a new way of selling for people like ourselves. They started a couple years ago in the sports card and trading card market. went to comic books. Now they're into clothing and they're building up their vinyl record catalog. And we are an authorized seller on the page. We have not scheduled our first auction or any of that yet. That's coming. But you can download the app, and we have a coupon code that you can get $10 free spend for using our code.
How do we provide that?
I will put that in the description. I will provide that very soon. In any case, you can check it out. Oh, you know what? If you click, I'll have to sign in. Oh, I'm signed in.
You are signed in.
Hit that earn 200, and then it'll have a code. Refer
right here, copy.
I'll try this one. Share link with friends. No, I think it's a birthday cake one here. Anyway,
we'll figure it out.
We'll get you a code. We're still new to the platform. I was onboarded yesterday. I still got to have a meeting with our packing and shipping team and figure out how to use it. We're going to start doing live sales. So I'm pretty excited about that. We still will be working with eBay. We'll still be working on our website. This is just a new little thing we can do where we can schedule it and do live auctions. And it makes it really easy for us.
And what I've noticed about some of these live auctions that I've seen other people on YouTube do is you definitely have to have 2 or 3 people doing it, because once you get those, I don't know if they're on the Whatnot app, but
the Whatnot app makes it really easy.
Does it?
Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll have to download the app. And you'll see people are selling stuff right now on it live. But what you'll do is you'll sign in and you'll provide your credit card and your shipping information, and then you can just click. You just click and bid, and when you win, it automatically compiles it all for us. It makes it really easy for us.
Okay.
Yep. So it's kind of like the first big live selling platform. It's only been around for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But it's really starting to grow, especially in our area. I've had my eye on it for a little over a year because we also sell comic books, and they've been doing comic books for longer than they've been doing vinyl.
And I can't even get back to the main page for some reason.
This computer's just slow. But yeah, so the Christopher cost is at $5.01 if you want to bid on that. The Styx record is at a penny. Hasn't even gotten a bid. 3 Dog Night is at $5.50. The 38 Special is currently at $15.50, and the Sealed Rod Stewart is at $14.50. And then the Panic at the Disco is at $51. So I will share a link for all those. I'm not, I think they're on our eBay.
Ray says do Ride Like the Wind next.
Ooh, yeah.
He wants you to sing that.
Ride like the wind. So
yeah, we'll have to figure out this What's Not app thing.
What not?
Oh, what not?
What not? I'll download it. Just download it and just play around on it. We'll get on there soon enough. It might not be this week. It might be next. We're gonna kind of ramping up, getting familiar with it.
So how do they usually auction, like maybe 5 things, or does it depend on what you want to do?
We can do whatever we want to do. We're going to probably target between an hour and 2 hour programming.
Holy cow.
Now, you're talking, I don't know how many items that is, but, there's some chat in between and stuff. And,
okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes.
That'll be interesting.
I was watching someone auction clothes yesterday. I was watching some comic book auctions this morning.
I'll have to load that up in my phone so I can get
familiar with it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's obviously people have been doing Facebook auctions or YouTube auctions for a long time.
Yeah.
This is
I guess that's what I've
seen
before.
It's just going to make our lives a lot easier because it automatically collects your payment, their payment, and their address.
Oh. Okay.
So we don't have to do all that.
Gotcha.
And the fee isn't crazy. So yeah, I'm excited to look at that. Until then, these auctions end tomorrow at noon. If you want in on any of these, you can check out our eBay store, One Toad Haul.
One Toad Haul.
Or I think on our Facebook page there's links. I can put links in for those specific items. Whatnot's coming. And we'll try to see if we can get this Hampton House 4 out. If you saw anything on the channel, guys, you're always welcome to call us, 815-226-1259. Website is toadhaulonline.com, where there's still $7 flat shipping.
That's right.
Even though rates keep going up pretty much daily, we still are hanging to our $7 flat rate. And
as long as we can.
As long as we can. Thanks so much for watching. It feels good to be back.
I'm glad to have you back.
I bet you are. It's a lot to handle.
It is.
It's a lot.
Especially when you don't know what the hell you're doing.
Well, you got a better hang of it now. Thanks so much, guys. We will see you next